Open your English readers. Lesson 11, The Piper of Manas. Here Manas is the name of a place in Assam. You must have heard the name of Manas National Park. So in this story we will be talking about that Manas National Park only. And the name of the lesson is The Piper of Manas because this story is somewhat related to the story of Pied Piper. You must have read the story. In that story, rats responded to the piper's pied. Okay, and they followed him. In this story also, a baby rhino responded to the music or played by a little boy or by a small boy. This story is written by Pika Nani. Pika Nani is the pen name of Deepika Murthy. So the original name of the writer is Deepika Murthy and she writes by the name of Pika Nani and this is called her pen name. Who has written Little Indians, a collection of stories for children. So this is adapted from Little Indians. Okay, the stories take the readers through 15 states of India. So in her stories of Little Indians, she has talked about 15 states of India and every story deals about a particular state. So you get to know about the culture of that state when you read the different stories. Now let us start with the explanation. A bolt of lightning ripped the sky in half, illuminating the desolate submerged landscape. Now see the meaning. A bolt of lightning. A bolt of lightning means not lighting, children. Lightning means a sudden flash of lightning. Ripped the sky in half. When there was a sudden flash of lightning in the sky, it looked as if that lightning, you must have seen the lightning like this, isn't it? So when it appeared in the sky like this, it seemed as if the lightning would tear the sky in two. Ripped means teared. Teared the sky in half. In half means in two parts. Illuminating the desolate submerged landscape. Submerged means covered with water. The entire area was covered with water and in that light we could see the empty flooded scene. Okay, desolate means the empty area, the barren area. In that fraction of a second, Dr. Subhendu Phukan. Now Subhendu Phukan is the name of a doctor. He was a veterinarian. In that fraction of a second, in that light, the moment when there was lightning in the sky, in that light, he saw the silhouette of something on the branch of a tree barely above water level. He couldn't believe his eyes. So in that light, he could see the dark outline or shape of something. He could see something on the branch of a tree, but he could not see it clearly. And it was just above the water level, that means very near to the flooded area. And he couldn't believe whatever he had seen. Take the boat near that tree, he shouted to his mate. Mate means his companion in the rescue boat. Now, this means that he was on a rescue mission in a flooded area, and because he was a veterinarian, he was on his mission to save the animals of the Manas National Park. So he instructed his companion. You can see over here, this is Dr. Subhendu Phukan and this is his companion who was rowing the boat. He told him to take the boat near the tree. Sure enough, wedged dangerously between the tree trunk and a branch was a baby rhinoceros. Now you could see where this is the main branch. So between these two, between the trunk and the branch, there was a baby rhino. Wedged means squeezed tightly. He was squeezed tightly in between the branch and the trunk of the tree. And it was a baby rhino. The sound of thunder shook the earth, and the furious tide almost capsized their small boat. So it was raining heavily, and there was the sound of thunder also. And in that rain, it seemed as if the boat would capsize. Capsize means overturn. You have done this in English language. Better English verbs. Capsize means turn over, especially in the water. So it felt like that his small boat would capsize in the flood. His colleague, not college, colleague, steadied the boat. Colleague is also used, mate is also used, that means his companion. Steadied the boat as Dr. Fukan reached out to the scared animal. Using all his strength, he lifted the calf off the tree. Now you can see how he is lifting the calf off the tree. Just then, the branch gave away. Gave away means fell to pieces. As he took hold of the baby, immediately that time only, the branch, the tree fell down and fell with a big splash into the water. If they had been a minute late, the baby would have been washed away in the floods. So if they would have been even a minute late, the baby would have been washed away in the flood. He would have not saved the baby. As big blobs of rain began to fall again, as it started raining heavily again, the doctor wrapped the calf in his raincoat. That means he took out his raincoat and covered the calf in his raincoat so that the baby does not get wet, and slowly steered the boat back to safety. Steered means moved the boat in a particular direction. He moved the boat back to safety in a safer place. The baby rhinoceros was lucky. Why lucky? Because Dr. Fukan reached on time to save the baby. Every monsoon means rainy season, the mighty Brahmaputra, mighty means strong. Brahmaputra, Brahmaputra is the name of a river which flows in Assam. Swells means the water increases because of the rainfall. These facts and you have studied in geography or social studies. And submerged Kaziranga National Park that lies in its floodplains. So this part we are talking about, whatever has happened in Kaziranga National Park. And submerged Kaziranga National Park, that means this park is covered with the flood water, and this happens every monsoon. This year the deluge was more severe because of the relentless heavy rains. Relentless means non-stop. Because of the non-stop heavy rains, this year the condition was severe, worse than every year. Most of Kaziranga was underwater. So this year, most part of the Kaziranga was underwater because of the severe flood, and hundreds of animals had been washed away trying to escape to higher land. So animals who tried to escape to a higher land to save their lives, they had been washed away in the flood. Among them could possibly have been the mother of this rhino calf. So the writer is saying that maybe the mother of this baby rhino had also been washed away in the heavy rains or in the flood. Dr. Fukan, a veterinarian, now had come from Assam's other well-known national park, Manas, to help in the rescue operations. So Dr. Fukan, who is a veterinarian, he had come from Manas National Park to Kaziranga National Park to save the animals, to help in the rescue operations, to help the animals, to rescue the animals who are stuck in the flood. Back at the camp, he attended to the rhino calf. So he took the rhino calf to the camp. The injuries were not grave. not serious. The injuries which the calf had were not very serious, but the calf needed close monitoring. But close monitoring was needed to the calf. Monitoring means when we monitor something or someone, we keep a close watch. That means the calf needed a close watch for the next 48 hours. 48 hours means 2 days. So for the next 2 days, the calf needed close monitoring, close watch. Coming to a decision, Dr. Fukan sought the necessary permissions and took the rhino with him to Manas. So Dr. Fukan decided to take the calf to Manas because he lived over there. He had his hospital over there. He worked in Manas, and so he took the necessary permissions from the authorized person of Kaziranga National Park and took the calf to Manas. His two children, Arnab and Radhika. Now, Arnab and Radhika are the name of the children of Dr. Fukan, came running out when their father got home and squealed in delight to see the calf. So as Dr. Fukan entered his house, reached home, his two children came in delight, squealed in delight, screamed in delight, and they came near to the calf to Dr. Fukan. Arnab was 10 years old and Radhika was 5 years old. They had grown up surrounded by animals and were very comfortable with them. So these children, they have grown up surrounded by animals. It was not the first time that they had seen animal in their house, and so it was not a new thing for them. The baby rhino looked at them with his little button eyes. The baby rhino started looking at the children with his little button eyes. Now see here, the baby rhino, for baby rhino, his is used. Okay. Imam Morum Lage. He is so cute. Now this is spoken in Assamese. Okay. Assamese language. This means he is so cute. Look at his pointed ears, said Radhika. So Radhika looked at his pointed ears. And this little bump on his nose, added Arnab. Arnab said that you can also see a little bump on his nose. That's where the horn will grow, their father told them. So his father, Dr. Fukan, explained that the place where you see the bump on his nose, this is the place where the horn will grow. He is, after all, a great Indian one-horned rhinoceros. So he was a breed of great Indian one-horned rhinoceros, which is specially found in Kaziranga National Park. Dr. Fukan took the calf to the stabilization center. What is stabilization center? The place where sick or injured animals are treated so that they recover and keep well. So he took the calf to the stabilization center where he was to be monitored. He was to be watched by the doctors. He returned home in the evening looking very worried. So when Dr. Fukan returned home in the evening, he looked very worried. What's the matter, Devta? Devta is the term used for one's father. So in Assamese, for father, they say Devta. So this is also Assamese language. Arnab asked him. When Arnab looked at his father, he knew that something is wrong. Is it something about the rhino? So he asked, is it something about the rhinos? Is there something serious is going to happen with the rhino? No, nothing. He needs time to adjust, that's all, replied his father. His father said, no, there is nothing serious about the rhino. He just needs time to adjust. It's a new place for him, so he needs time to adjust. That's all. Time to adjust means time to recover from the shock. And what was the shock? That he had lost his mother and get used to his new surroundings. But Dr. Fukan was actually very worried about the rhino. He said that he was not worried and nothing had happened to the rhino, but actually he was very worried about the rhino. The baby was traumatized. Traumatized means in severe shock and pain. The baby was in severe shock. He was at a state of shock. Why he was shocked? Because the baby had probably lost his mother. He was just a few weeks old and probably missed his mother. He had to be fed every 3 hours, but giving him a bottle of milk had been a struggle. So, in order to make for the baby to survive, he must be given milk after every 3 hours, but he is not ready to take milk. Giving him a bottle of milk had been a struggle. They are struggling to feed the baby, but the baby is not ready to take even a drop of milk. He had not stirred from his place. Stirred means moved. The baby had not at all moved from his place the whole day, despite their best efforts to get him up and about. Up and about means well enough to move. So all the doctors, they are trying their hard to make the baby move, to make the baby respond to the situation. But the baby is not neither moving from his place or nor drinking milk. The doctor knew that if this went on, the baby would not survive too long. So Dr. Fukan was knowing very well that if this keeps on happening, the baby would not survive. It would be difficult for the doctors, to save the baby. The next day after school, Arnab and Radhika went to see the rhino calf. So the next day, Arnab and Radhika, after returning from school, they went to see the rhino calf to the stabilization center. He was lying down in a corner of the open enclosure. So in the open area, at one corner of the stabilization center, the baby was lying down. They were told that their father was out on work but expected back soon. The people over there told them that their father was not in the stabilization center and he was out on work, and he would come back soon. Since he had forbidden means told not to do something. Forbid means telling somebody not to do. See the meaning of forbidden. Told them strictly to keep away. Open enclosure, a place where an animal is kept without a cage, not in a cage. That place is called open enclosure. Since his father has told them not to have, since he had forbidden the children from ever approaching wild animals on their own, they moved a little away to wait for him. So, since his father has told them not to go near the wild animals on their own uh, without somebody, on their own alone, they were told not to go near the animals. So they were standing a little away from the animal. Arnab was learning to play the flute and always carried it with him. So at that time, Arnab was learning to play flute, and so in order to practice playing the flute, he always carried it with him. That was his habit. He started to play a new tune he had learned in music class that day. So while waiting for his father, he had learned a new tune. So he started playing that tune in order to practice that new tune. He played well, each note in place, the tone bright, the pitches rising. And he was playing fairly well, with all tone, note and all pitches perfectly. The lively folk tune got Radhika dancing and twirling around her brother. So as he was playing the flute, Radhika, she was very small, she started dancing on the tune and twirling around her brother, dancing and moving around her brother. Twirling means spin quickly. So moving around around her brother, spinning around her brother, she started dancing. Arnav had closed his eyes and was concentrating on the music when he felt Radhika clutch his arm and shake him. So while playing the flute, Arnab closed his eyes so that he could concentrate on music without being distracted by the outside world. And at that time, he was moved when he felt that Radhika clutched his arm. Clutched means hold tightly. When Radhika held his arm tightly, he just opened his eyes. He stopped playing and opened his eyes. The baby rhino was standing just a few feet away from them, and as he opened his eyes, he saw that the baby rhino, has left his place and was standing a few feet away from them. So the doctors could not make the baby move from its place, but as the baby heard the music, it moved from its place and came near to the children. Equally surprised, the rhino moved back a few paces, ready to go back to its corner. So as Arnab stopped playing the flute, the rhino also got surprised and it started moving back to its place. Few paces means few steps, ready to go back to its corner. Play it again, whispered Radhika. Radhika whispered to Arnab to play the music again. Arnab put the flute to his lips and played the same tune again. The calf slowly came near them, bobbing his head and squealing as if enjoying the music. Radhika stroked the rhino's back, and as he again started playing the music, the calf slowly came near them, bobbing his head. Now, bobbing his head means moving his head up and down in quick movements. With the beat of music, it started bobbing his head and squealing as if, and it showed that the baby was enjoying the music. The way the baby rhino responded showed that the baby was enjoying the music. And Radhika started striking the baby's back. Dr. Fukan had entered a few minutes earlier and was watching the scene in amazement. Now, Dr. Fukan, who had also returned a few minutes earlier, and he was also seeing everything, whatever had happened, and he was very much surprised to see whatever had happened. And what had happened? That the baby rhino had responded to music, and the doctors were not knowing that animals, especially rhino, could respond to music. It was true that animals responded to music. Now, not just cats and dogs, but even big animals like horses cantered to music, and elephants could even play certain instruments. The writer is saying that it is very true that animals respond to music, and not only cats and dogs, but big animals like horses also, they move. Cantered means moved at a steady pace. That means move fast. If the music is played, they would move faster. And the animals also can play certain instruments. In circus and all, you can see elephants playing drums. But he was sure there had been no previous study about the effect of music on rhinoceros. But he was not knowing that even rhinos could respond to music. Then again it was possible that they could respond to music, as a rhino's hearing is quite sharp and they make a variety of sounds themselves. Or could it be that this rhino calf was special? So the writer is saying, then again it was possible that they could respond to music, as rhino's hearing is quite sharp, that his rhino's hearing power is quite sharp and they make a variety of sound themselves. That is why the baby responded to music. Or maybe This rhino calf was something special who responded to music. Devta means father, cried Radhika, noticing her father. As Radhika saw her father, she started narrating everything whatever happened. You know what happened just now? Arnab was playing his flute and I was dancing and the baby rhino came close to us. So this is what important had happened, that the baby rhino had responded to music. Isn't it great? Just like the Pied Piper story. So this is why the name of the story is the Piper of Manas. And who is Piper over here? Arnab is Piper over here because he was playing the flute and the baby rhino responded to his flute, to the music, okay, of the flute. So that is why this story is compared to Pied Piper story. It is more fantastic than the story. After all, rhinos are much bigger than mice. So replied the dazed doctor. Dazed means surprised doctor. Surprisingly, the doctor, Supendu Phukan, said that it is more fantastic than that story because mice are small animals, but rhinos are big animals. And the rhino had responded to the music. That was when the children decided to name the calf Bahi, which meant bamboo flute. Now, because the calf responded to the bamboo flute, that is why the children decided to call the baby rhino as Bahi. So this was the name, the Bahi was the name given to the rhino by the children. And what does the word Bahi mean? Bahi means bamboo flute in Assamese. So it means Bahi means bamboo flute in Assamese, and the calf responded to the sound of the music of the bamboo flute, and that is why the children decided to call him Bahi. Dr. Phukan realized there was no a way to get Bahi back to normal. So this gave the idea to Dr. Phukan how to get Bahi back to normal, how to make him normal. Arnab and Radhika were only too excited to help, and they were also excited to help him out. Arnab played the flute for Bahi every day. So from that day onwards, Arnab started playing flute for Bahi every day. He used to go to the stabilization center to play the flute. Radhika helped to feed the calf, and Radhika used to feed the calf. Soon the baby rhino came running to Arnab every time he heard the flute. Soon the baby rhino got conditioned to the sound of the flute of Arnab, and whenever the baby rhino heard the flute, it came running to Arnab. And like Radhika, went round and round him as if dancing to the tune. And as Radhika used to dance around his brother, the baby rhino also used to dance along with Radhika. See, this is the Arnab playing the flute and how Radhika is there with the baby rhino. And this is how the baby rhino was back to normal. And the music saved the life of the baby rhino. Adapted from Little Indians, stories from across the country by Pika Nani.